Hi everyone, it's Evangeline right here at etrailer, and today we'll be taking a look at our Inno Roof Rack System with the Inno Square Crossbars, the Inno Feet for Square Crossbars, and the custom fit Inno Fit kit on our 2018 Chevrolet Traverse. So this is the Square Roof Rack System from Inno. You have different options for your Chevrolet Traverse. You could get Aero Crossbars, which are the more modern crossbars, or you could get these square crossbars. Some reasons you might like them is maybe you have older accessories that can only fit around square crossbars, or if you want something lighter, or if you want more overhang and have the ability to do so, you can with square crossbars. You do get an overhang of 2 1/4 inches of overhang from the tower to the end cap. So this will determine if you do have other accessories, let's say kayak carriers, that require a little bit more overhang, you can very easily upgrade to longer crossbars if needed. The crossbars themselves have a weight capacity of 220 pounds, which is very impressive. But remember, you are limited by whichever is lower of the weight capacities, be it your crossbars, your towers, or your actual roof weight capacity. In our case here, our Inno Feet for square crossbars has a weight capacity of 132 pounds, so that's kind of be pretty much your limiting factor. Now this is a lockable system, meaning once you have these keys, you can just put them right into your towers, and this allows you to loosen or tighten down your towers and just help deter theft of your roof rack. While the Traverse can have raised side rails, or it might also not have raised side rails. In our case here, this is a naked roof, so we do have this custom fit kit for our roof. Now the downside to that is you are limited to a very specific spot on your vehicle to place those towers, which gives you a crossbar spread of 26 inches from this point to that point, and that will be the crossbar spread that you will have to use with whatever accessory you have on there. I am 5'2", and as you can see, it's kind of a reach to get onto the top of our Chevrolet Traverse, which may be something worth considering with getting more or less overhang. Another thing I recommend adding to your repertoire is maybe let's take a look at the Moki doorstep, which hooks right into your door and gives you a little extra height, which may be useful if you have a roof box, a roof basket, or let's say you're strapping down a kayak. Now let's talk about roof clearance. So first is the clearance from below your crossbar to the top of your roof. That's going to be the clearance for your clamps, or if you have skis and snowboards, you want to see if there's enough space for your bindings before they hit your roof. So measuring from the roof to the crossbar, it's at about 3 1/4 inches. As for the roof height this adds to your vehicle, it sits at about 4 1/4 inches. The crossbar itself is made of steel, but it is coated with this rubberized material, which is going to help with scuffs and scratches, but also keeps this system on the lighter side as it's on your roof, but while maintaining its great weight capacity. So my personal thoughts about our Inno Roof Rack here on our Traverse is I do like the Aero style crossbars, simply because I like to use the more modern accessories that utilize the T-track channels and things like that. But I do understand that others still have accessories that work best with the square design on your more traditional crossbars. Also, they do sit a little bit more low profile, and they're on the easier side to throw on compared to the Aero Crossbars from Inno. So you have your pros, you have your cons. I personally recommend upgrading to the Aero system if you can, but if you need that extra overhang, this is still a good system that will work on your Traverse. So the install process is kind of involved, but that's what this video is for, right? Because we want to make sure that you get the right rear crossbar and the front crossbars in the correct places. You're going to have 3 sets of things, which is going to be your fit kit, and those have different foot pads with different numbers. Then you have your towers, and these are going to be what's holding your crossbars up in place. And finally, you have your square crossbar. So first, we're going to set up the fit kit with the tower. Notice how your fit kit has a number underneath the foot pad. So this is 427, and that's going to go on your front crossbar, and then you're going to have another set which is 419, and those go on the rear crossbars. Since I already installed the rear crossbar, we can install the front crossbar together. So get your foot pad and just pop it into the tower itself. Once those foot pads are set up and secure, you're then going to set up the fit hooks. So you may have a lock on the end of your tower, kind of like what I have here, so that has to be unthreaded first. Once that's out, you also have this lock, and that's going to go to the side as you place your hook in. Kind of fit that into place, and then get this lined up as well. And do the same thing on the other tower. With your towers now set up, you can then attach the towers to your crossbar. So notice where this lock is. If you push that lock down, you can see how the bracket on the top of your tower goes down as well. So get that lined up and just push that down, because that's going to be what you use to attach your crossbar. Once you have that pushed down enough, it should slide right onto that crossbar. Now do the same on the other side, and then you're going to take some measurements. So you're going to measure the stay interior dimensions, and what that means is measuring from one crossbar tower to the other crossbar tower. You're going to get a specific length. That length is going to be inside your instructions. It's going to be different for your front and your rear. So for your rear crossbar, which is this, it's going to be 47¼ inches long. To also make sure that your towers are in the right spots, Inno gives you the halfway mark instructions as well. So for your rear crossbar, it's going to be from the center of the crossbar. There should be a marker on your crossbar. All the way to the end of the stay, it's going to be 23�5 inches to that point. So measure it, and then adjust accordingly. And now that we have our towers set to exactly where we want them to be, the next step is to put it onto our vehicle. But first, let's take some measurements. So you're going to install your towers at a very specific point on your Chevrolet Traverse. So for your rear tower, it's going to be from the seam of your door, 21�3 inches to the center bolt of your tower. And then for your front crossbar, it's going to be 4 inches from that seam towards the front of your vehicle. So I have my friend Tom here who's going to help me out. We're going to bring this up and over our vehicle, being very careful as we open the door, and then place it 4 inches away from that door seam. So once you determine that it is 4 inches from that front seam, you're going to lift this hook up and tighten this bolt down. It's a good amount of thread, so just keep going until it fully secures. Once you feel like you've gotten tight enough down, push this in and then twist the lock to secure it. So since that hook is custom fit for your vehicle, once you do have it tightened down, don't be afraid to just slam your door on it, because it fits right in there. Don't forget to put the rubber end caps onto your square crossbars. And once all 4 of those are in place, that's it for the install. And that was a look right here at our Inno Square Roof Rack System here on our 2018 Chevrolet Traverse. My name is Evangeline, and I hope you enjoyed the journey.